Hey, my name is Dr. Chelle. Welcome to Dr. Test Prep. I'm so glad that you're here. Right now, we're doing Khan Academy Unit 6, Lesson 1. Now, remember, we are now in the medium portion of Khan's program. So these are the questions that help us get between 500 up to like 650, 680, 690. The advanced questions get you to the high part. There's multiple ways to do these problems, sometimes with, sometimes without. I'm going to just give you a couple of ideas and you can pick what works best for you. Now, I kind of like how Khan does this question, and they do it without a graphing calculator. And basically, they say, given the equation below, what is the value of x plus y? Well, we notice that x plus y is here and it's here. So instead of thinking distribution and substitution and all of that kind of stuff, instead, just think of it like 9 star plus 8 equals 20. So 9 times what number? We know that that value is x plus y. That's what we're looking for. We're not looking just for x or just for y. We're looking for x plus y combined. So what you could do is you could solve this, or you could just go in here and type 9x plus 8 equals 20. And that's your answer. That circle I just used for x in the calculator, so we would get a solution. We get 1.33 repeating, which is 4/3. Okay. And you could double check that by doing 4 divided by 3 and seeing the 1.33 repeating. So that's one way you could do it. The other way you could have done it would have been to like subtract 8 from both sides. That would have given you 9 star equals 12. And then when you divide both sides by 9, you would get 12 divided by 9, which, don't be shocked, is also 1.33, which would be 4/3. Okay, here there's two possible ways that you can do this problem. The first way, it says, well, first of all, it says if negative 2/3 x minus 7 is greater than equal to 14, what is the lowest possible value of this? So one way that you could have done it is you could have been like, okay, wait. If this equals 14, what do I have to do over here to make this look like this? And you could have been, well, I need to subtract 11. And because negative 7 minus 11 is negative 18. But remember, in algebra, if we subtract something from one side, we have to subtract something from the other side. So 14 minus 11 gives us 3. So that would be the lowest possible value. The way that you could do it with a Desmos calculator is you could just type it in. Negative 2/3 x minus 7 is greater than or equal to 14. And we would just scroll and we would get the value of x has to be negative 31.5. Like that's the highest that that could be to make that true. So now we're going to go into negative 2/3 times negative 31.5 minus 18. And that tells us that that would be the value. And I just realized that this should be the highest possible value. See, I told you in the other video, I make mistakes. It'll be fixed if you get the book. But in this video, it should have been what is the highest possible value because of how I had the directional highest. Okay. And that's because if I put in negative a million, obviously it's going to be smaller, but the highest that it could be would be the 3. All right, given the equation below, what is the value of 2x minus 3y? This is another example of what we did at the top. This says 2x minus 3y. This says 2x minus 3y. So I'm just going to put 10x plus 8 equals 88. Don't get confused that there's x twice. I'm just saying that whole thing I'm calling x for the purposes of the graphing calculator. So we've got 10x plus 8 equals 88. And if I zoom in, we get x equals 8. So what does 2x minus 3y equal? 2x minus 3y equals 8. Okay. So here's just a little pep talk. There are other things you could be doing right now: social media, gaming, jobs, and activities, but you are doing something for yourself and your future. And that is wonderful. All right, so this concludes Unit 6, Lesson 1. So before you continue watching my videos, even though I want you to watch them in views and tell your friends and all that fun stuff, stop. Please go to Khan Academy. And you don't have to watch their videos because their videos don't focus on the calculator like we have, but answer their questions based on the techniques that I taught you. Now, if you don't do well, you could go and watch their videos and learn how to do things by hand. But you should do the practice questions every time you finish the basic and harder videos. Okay. After you do that, please come back if you got orange on the next lesson, which is Lesson 2, Linear Equation Word Problems from Unit 6. Bye-bye.